Oops! This is what we call move. No? So in this episode, I will talk about why we need to know our faith. No? Why, oh why? Before we proceed, hit the subscribe bell. No? If you want to know your faith. So again, what's with the knowledge about faith is actually related to the love of God. No? So, a colleague of mine in the IT industry, a Catholic soul, a drunken master, no? But drinks only water because he is always doing some heavy body workouts, no? Or extreme body workouts because he is into Muay Thai, kickboxing. He thought that I will be coming to Cebu, no? And do MMA sparring with him. But the problem is, I already quit judo and jiu-jitsu, no? So for me, we can only break bones, no? Choke, bring into submission, no? Our human opponents only. So for all those things I've experienced in the past, for me, it's enough, no? Enough already, no? So now my strength, no, will be used to crush heresies and convert heretics by example, no? By charity, no? You know what is charity? Sharing about the knowledge of God is charity, and that is an example for them to imitate. No? So again, bring more souls to the church because a lot of false prophets nowadays. No? So many false messiah. No? Dragging souls to hell by the word mercy. So that one, be careful. No? My colleague asks actually about why we need to know the faith, or is it very important? No? Later, we will watch his video clip. No? So let's talk about the love of God, which is, though this love of God is very common to every Christian. No? Every Christian, they always utter these words. No? The love of God. No? The love of God, which is through faith, of course. No? What kind of faith? A sleeping faith or a lousy faith? No? A working faith, of course, according to Saint Anselm, doctor of the church, no? Said, fides quaerens intellectum, no? So means faith-seeking understanding on the basis of faith moves on to further understanding of Christian truth. So that's what it means when we say fides quaerens intellectum, no? It emphasizes the close relationship between faith and human reason, no? So these two factors, faith and reason, they work all together, no, for the salvation of souls. So it is actually an active love of God, no? Seeking a deeper knowledge of God, no? So that's the one. So again, the meaning is very clear that faith and reason must work together, no, for the salvation of souls, no? Meaning not just only praying to God for health and wealth only, not just praying to God, asking God for a better dollar jobs, no? Or better money making dramatics in life. No, not only that one, no? Not only sharing talks, giving discussions about the blessings, no? Or prosperity of material wealth and travel abroad. No, not only that one, no? It's not the active love of God, no? But rather, we need to find some time to study the message of the cross, no? And to share it to others. It's what we call zeal for souls, no? So we need to be zealous towards our fellow men and rightly despise the things of the world, no? So I'm sure you are very familiar with that one. We need to be zealous towards our fellow men and rightly despise the things of the world. No? We should never attach too much ourselves, no, to the world, but rather we should learn the truths about our faith, no, renewing our minds, no, learn the truth, no, love God with all your mind, no. So this one, renewing our minds to make us understand the will of God, no. That's it, no. Do not be conformed to this world, according to Saint Paul, no, but be transformed by the renewing of your minds, so that you may discern what is the will of God. No? Romans 12:2. No? Again, there is a great saint, no, doctor of the church, Saint Ambrose, no, said it's better to save souls for the Lord than to save treasures. No? Remember that one, no? He said that one. We should share the knowledge about faith to others so that they may be saved. No? I am sharing this to you now so that everyone will be saved. No? Remember, sharing is charity. No? Helping others to learn the faith is spiritual enrichment. No, that one. Nothing pleases God more than to be His Son's helpers and to undertake the charge of saving souls. No, remember that one. Nothing pleases God more than to be His Son's helpers and to undertake the charge of saving souls. Saint Charles Borromeo, no, said that one. Who is this Saint Charles Borromeo? Are you familiar? He was a leading figure, no, of the Counter-Reformation era, no, 16th century, to combat against the heretical teachings in the 16th century, together with one of my favorite saints, no, Saint Ignatius of Loyola, no, and Saint Philip Neri. So these three, they are working together to fight against the heresies, no, during that time. Though we become idols sometimes, no, I'm sometimes lazy, idleness, no. I also become idle, of course, no, lazy to the worldly things, no. But we must never forget to incline our hard works, our efforts, no, to saving souls, no. Be inclined to the salvation of souls, no. That is what we call indolence with zealous industry. Are you familiar with that one? Of course you are very familiar. Indolence with zealous industry. That's it, no? We have the zeal for souls, for the love of souls, no? Not for the love of the worldly things. So again, sad to say nowadays, crisis in the church is rising its level. Of course, I know you are very aware of this, but you are only pretending that you don't know. No, that's the problem. No, from physical attacks, no, church arson, no, and smashing the sacred images, no, to spiritual attacks, no, heresies now, very common nowadays, material heresies, no. So many head in the sand believers, no, head in the sand believers fail to understand the reason that our faith, the Catholic faith, must be fought for, no. That's the big problem, no. Saint Francis, no, said the enemy surrounds us. We will perish unless we fight, no. Saint Francis, no, I like this saint very much, no. If we really fight, we will give an assurance of victory, no. Saint Francis de Sales said this. Who is Saint Francis de Sales? You know this saint? He is one of the effective Catholic apologists of all time, no. Remember that one. He is one of the effective Catholic apologists of all time. Why? Because he was behind the conversion of tens of thousands, no, of French and Austrian Calvinists, no, in the 16th century. So this saint possessed really the great conviction for the love of souls, no. The Bible is clear that we make disciples of all nations, no, in Matthew 28:19. So that's why Saint Francis de Sales also bring more souls to the church. Of course, he is not only informing someone about the faith, no. He is convincing someone to return to the faith, no. He is not informing only. Informing only is different to convincing someone. No, it's different. It's totally different, brother. No, then go therefore and make disciples of all nations. See, very clear. The Bible tells us to go therefore and make disciples. No, it never said go therefore and do dialoguing with the nations and never talk anything about the truth that will hurt their feelings. No, the Bible doesn't say that one. No? Therefore, we need to fight for the love of God. No, Saint Amma Synclitica said, our body is like an armor, our soul is like the warrior. No? Take care of both, no? And you will be ready for what comes. Oh, no? Very powerful, no? That's why we need to fight and resist errors or false teachings, no? That could destroy the soul, no? If we don't care those things because we are afraid, no, we are coward, no, we become traitors to our faith, of course, no, because we tolerate lies and heresies. We are no longer faithful but rather a traitor. That's why in the book of the Apocalypse, cowards and traitors are all subject to the second death, no, the death of the soul, no, thrown into the fire eternal, no. So our faith must be fought for, no. Fight for the truth till death and the Lord will fight for you. Do you agree on this? Fight for the truth till death and the Lord will fight for you. Sirach 4:28, no. The battle in heaven, no, with Saint Michael the archangel versus the devil, we must also be fighting, no, against all the snares of the devil here in this world, no. During the epoch of Christian persecution, so many lives have been taken because they never surrender, of course, no. They were brave to die, no. They were not scared, no. They don't have the cowardice. So many saints been killed, no? Fed to the lions. All the battles for the faith, remember? In Lepanto and the battle in Vienna, those battles, the crusades, no? All the Milites Christi, they were all fighting for the faith, no? They are not just sitting around, drink coffee with those unbelievers and then talking something under the sun, but they are talking above the sun, the supernatural topics, no? Remember that one. We need to fight and preserve the purity of the doctrine. That's why it's very important that we should be knowledgeable of the faith, no? We need to secure our doctrine, no? Safeguard the pureness of faith, no? Without a single drop of poison, a word of heresy. Who said that one? That we need to secure the pureness of the faith and we need to safeguard the purity, no? Without a single drop of poison, a word of heresy. Who said that one? Pope Leo the 13th, no? The Rosary Pope. Do you pray the Rosary? Oh, good, good. That's good, no? We should pray the Rosary, no? Pope Leo the 13th said that one, and he is also the Rosary Pope. And don't forget, no, he is the one who composed the prayer to Saint Michael the Archangel, no? He is the one. There is another saint, and this saint is very brave, no? King Saint Louis the Ninth, no? King of France. This saint, he was a great king. He fought in two crusades, no, to defend Christendom, no. He defend Christianity, no. He said like this, no, in a crusader's standpoint. Charang. No? It's up to you how you interpret, no? But for me, I like the way what he said, no? We should be fighting, no? We should be fighting. Fighting a good fight, of course, in defense of the gospel. Because all forms of diabolicals will come and snatch our faith, and if we let the devil win by our weakness, our ignorance, surely gnashing of teeth will be our reward. No? Be careful. So here's a clip from my colleague. Let's watch his video.
Brother Dirk, why do we have to know faith? Is it not enough
So
that
that's
I've
why
accepted Jesus as my
if you
personal
are a
Savior
Catholic
already?
who likes to know our faith, you subscribe this channel, no? Or any apologetics channel, no? So better subscribe.